welcome back. We are live from the studios of FM Rainbow. Arun and Jyoti, founders of greenBUG, are here with us. There's a question coming in from one of our listeners, Arun and Jyoti. Any of you can take this. Suresh Maidargi is asking a question. He still is wondering, how can you make bags that won't get wet by using it in the kitchen?
So the bags will get wet. However, it will hold.
Okay.
So it is primarily the design in which this newspaper bags which has been made, that it can handle the wet waste. So we are talking about wetness to the extent of leftover vegetables or vegetable and fruit peels, and not really runny liquid, like a sambar or a oil or water, because ultimately it is a newspaper bag without any coating, so it'll hold.
Correct. So there are some newspaper bags that will have a coating of plastic inside it as well.
Absolutely.
But that doesn't serve the purpose.
We don't use that. Yeah. So there are these glossy papers, which is for the magazines which are being used. So all our women producers, they have been instructed not to use it.
Okay. And why is that? That's toxic
because
as well?
it already has a coating, which is plastic to some extent, right? It is glossy.
Right.
So only those regular newspaper with the soya ink print, those are the ones that we use.
So I'm sure our listeners are wondering, if I have to dispose of runny, wet substances in the kitchen, what should they be doing?
So some of the instructions is there already in our packs when people buy and on our Facebook page. So just to give you an example, let's say everybody makes this tea and coffee and it does have liquid, right? So one extra step, squeeze the liquid, press a spoon or things like that, or just let it stay, it'll run out, that liquid would run out, let's say in 5 to 10 minutes, and then put it on your bin liner. Or let's say you already have some leaves, your vegetable peels or fruit peels already there, put it on top of it, so it acts like a base. So people get used to doing all these things. It is quite strong enough to hold a day's typical households, 24 hours, one day's
kitchen
wet waste. Yeah.
So this feels like going back to our grandma days when they used to do things like this, which is just common sense.
Absolutely.
I think somewhere down the time we've become lazy, and just for convenience we're doing things that is dangerous.
That's right. It's just a matter of removing excess wetness from your waste before you put it in your bin.
Yeah.
We got habituated to putting in all kinds of liquids into the bin because plastic bags hold wetness. That's absolutely unnecessary. Just squeeze it out in the sink and then put the remaining stuff into the bin. That's all.
Cool. So do you find these adamant people who are just the no takers? It's simply because it's inconvenient or it's tedious?
There are some people like that. There will always be people like that. But, we've found plenty of evidence for optimism. We've in fact found far more evidence for optimism than we started out with. And in fact, it's not just that people are using the product. We have found that there are evangelists for this product who are far stronger in their belief in this product than even we are.
Fabulous.
So they go around telling people, to whatever extent they can. It's not like they run an advertising campaign, but word of mouth is very strong with those people.
Yeah. I think for any product that is socially conscious and is catering to the environment, I'm a big fan of such products.
Thank you.
I was also wondering, can these bags be used for anything else? Like right now it's dustbin liners. Like what else can people do?
We didn't start out thinking of anything else. It was meant simply and solely to line dustbin. But our customers have been extremely creative with these bags. So we
got evidence because we realized that there were so many people who were using it very differently. We had one auntie who was using it to give away gifts during festival. Because she was consuming a lot, and Arun literally went and asked her, saying, why are you using so much? Are you generating so much waste? And she said, no, I am putting my coconut and blouse piece and kumkum, to give away during the festivals instead of using a plastic bag.
Lovely.
Then we had users from Chennai saying that they are using it to keep the vegetables. When we said that, are you okay? I mean, we don't know where these newspapers are. And her answer was, I don't know where my vegetables are. I have to wash it anyway. Right? So, and then we also knew somebody who's been taking his fruits to as a lunch pack to the office. So these are all our customers who came back to us saying that this is how we are using it, and it's not just a dustbin liner, it is so aesthetically made also, that fan look and things like that. Of course, I can't take credit for that. That's purely Arun. The product has been mainly his design.
Well, the bag is fairly strong. It holds 4 or 5 kilos of dry stuff
5 kilos.
Very competently. And you'll see that in all the applications that people are putting it to.
Fabulous. Do you see like the next biggest fashion accessory will be paper bags, people, and people will look down on people carrying plastic bags?
They already are. Yeah.
It already is, isn't it?
Do you remember the time when smoking was cool and now it isn't? It's
Yeah.
exactly that with plastic now.
Right. Fabulous. Fantastic. It's absolutely amazing to be chatting with you guys. We'll come back right after the song and talk more about your strategy. And I also have another interesting question about you guys as a couple and working together. That question is coming up next.
Musically yours, Akashvani FM Rainbow. Musically yours.